Hello?
Yes, Mr. Beilharz.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Dennis Morissette. But what do you know exactly about the assassination of
Oh
Kennedy?
boy, I tell you what, I know so much because I was there that I really couldn't discuss it on the phone. I could sit here and talk to you for days on end. So, I'd have to really sit down and to recollect it all because I knew everybody involved. I knew all the policemen, the investigators, a number of the FBI agents involved. I just couldn't even begin talking on the phone.
And
I was right there when it occurred. I knew all the people involved. I've talked with them over the years. Recently, when they filmed that movie JFK here in Dallas, gave me an opportunity to talk to some of the people involved again. So,
okay.
I just couldn't sit down and start. I could sit here for 3 or 4 days without hanging up talking. It's very involved. You got a specific question?
Do you know who had his mic stuck during the assassination?
You don't know what?
Because they say that McLain had his mic button stuck on his motorcycle. His button was stuck during
I think that was my button that was stuck on the motorcycle.
Yours?
I was riding the motorcycle. I know McLain.
Okay.
I knew him. I haven't seen him lately. I listened to that tape probably 250 times. Of course, it would take time to explain to you, but the old motorcycles we had then, the old equipment, riding the motorcycle, the way they vibrated when you cross railroad tracks and all, and they would vibrate around, it was very common for your mic to get stuck.
I guess.
And the way you could tell your mic was stuck is you wouldn't get any, when you press your mic button in, you don't hear anybody else talking, you don't hear anything. And I was over right in front of the motorcade, and I went to Parkland with them, and then all of a sudden I realized when the president was inside the emergency that I wasn't picking up any radio transmissions of what was going on. So when your mic is what you do is you key the button. And what I did was I cleared, because that way if anybody had been calling me and they would have heard me clearing, they would have given me the messages I'd have had coming during the time that I wasn't picking up anything. And I went over in 269 clear, and that was the exact second the stuck mic unstuck.
Yes, I have the transcript and the recording, and I hear you saying clear.
Wait a minute, I understand. What did you say?
I have the cassette of the recording.
Oh, you have a copy of it?
Yes, and I can hear you saying.
Okay, yeah, I've listened to that tape. Sheriff Bowles, he wrote a book. He never could find anybody to publish it, but he wrote a book on that.
But in 1979, you didn't tell the House Select Committee that it was yours.
Because they didn't ask. They weren't interested in at that time. What they were trying to do was to get more money from Congress to carry on their investigation.
Do you know if have you seen the picture that shows? The photo shows a policeman hidden on the grassy knoll. He was hidden behind a fence. A man in a police uniform. Do you know something about that?
I know this.
You have seen the picture?
Yeah, I've seen so many pictures. I don't know which one you're talking about. There's a lot of people took pictures down there. Now, I don't know about the grassy knoll, but we did have a policeman assigned over the overpass that day to make sure nobody stood up there and threw anything down on the president.
Yes, Joe Foster and the other is White, J.C. White.
Oh, I know J.C. I knew him. I haven't seen him yet.
And did he hear a shot from there, from the grassy knoll? No.
I I don't, you say, did they hear shots in there?
Yes.
You'd have to ask him. I don't know.
Do you have, excuse me?
I said, are you writing a book on this?
No, 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 no.
Oh, you're just interested.
Yes, that's it. And do you have the address of or the telephone number of J.C. White?
I have not seen him in years. He's retired from the police department. I don't have any idea where he's living now. You'd have to contact the police retirement fund there at City Hall.